welcome back. Well, it's been requested for me to make a Witcher 3 review, or basically a test with 1080 Ti maxed out settings, and after a careful consideration in about 5 seconds, I figured out that, you know what, we need to test it correctly. So what I mean by that, so Witcher 3 was released in 2015, a big hit after the, well, basically ongoing Witcher series, like Witcher, Witcher 2, and basically obviously it comes with the Witcher 3, and those who have Witcher 3, they also got additional DLCs, Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, which some people say is basically like an additional game rather than a DLC. There's literally a million, or maybe even 2, or I don't know, probably 5 million Witcher 3 fans, or basically Witcher fans in general. Netflix series, you know, toss a coin to your Witcher, all the good stuff, but when it comes to playing this game in 2020, it doesn't really give up a challenge on full HD. So I figured out you kind of need to kick up the things a notch. So what we're gonna start is basically looking at the video for us. So the graphics is full HD for now. I know, be patient. Vertical sync is off. Hairworks are basically on. Anti-aliasing for hairworks, and this is the killer feature of the game. Despite the patching and stuff like this, if NVIDIA hairworks are on, it actually will kind of make the game lag and the frames will not be up. I remember back in the day, and that was like few years back, there was kind of like a question and answer session with the devs of The Witcher, and they asked him how come that, you know, NVIDIA's feature doesn't work, but everything else, you know, is fine as soon as you turn it off. And this might be just a speculation, but the guy said that they actually worked with NVIDIA, and this change was implemented in the last minute. So when it comes to game development, it's not like an actual last minute, probably a bit longer, but still not enough time to kind of roll it in throughout the whole game's development process. And NVIDIA just gave them the code, and they just put the code in the game, and it stayed that way. And since, you see, the Polish company who made this Witcher game, it's a third-party company. It's a completely separate studio. So they basically got this code from NVIDIA, not exactly as a freebie, but it's like, you know, like a Pandora's box. Whatever they get, they implement. They don't have any control of changing it, because obviously Hairworks is patented by NVIDIA. So if they change the code or alter it in any way, I do believe there's some legal stuff, and they kind of need to show it back to NVIDIA. This is how we did it, and well, that we didn't steal your idea or whatnot. However, back in the day when NVIDIA was starting all this Hairworks stuff, and the most notorious titles are Witcher, Tomb Raider, stuff like that, I wouldn't say the people actually kind of care about the hair, to be completely fair. It's nice to have them nice, but when you think about the physics and the processing power required to actually make the hair simulation while the game is being rendered in real time and stuff like that, it kind of costs a pretty penny on the system's performance. Now, for full HD, I'm gonna leave this on, and we will come back to this setting later on. So everything else is on Ultra. For post-processing, well, everything I could, I just maxed it all out. I really suck at this game, okay? Now the problem, or the reason or the problem why, is because I just never got around to play it. See, I generally do not like overly extended games, and that is games that are taking over than, let's say, 50 hours to complete. And Witcher 3 is definitely a title that you can play for 200 plus hours, and probably you're not really that deep into all the side quests and stuff. Again, so I did play just for a tiny bit, and well, I die a lot, obviously. Anyway, this is not about me playing this game, it's about the graphics. So I'm just gonna load up what I know is one of the checkpoints after the training, which I skipped because, you know, I suck at this training stuff anyway. And let's just take a look how it all goes, how it looks in full HD, and then we're gonna kick it up to 4040p, and then we're gonna try it in 4K. And I think that will be a very good test for 1080 Ti, because this card is a beast when it comes to full HD. 4040p should be no issue, but 4K and Witcher, with all the graphics going on, maxed out, that might be a challenge. So without further ado, full HD, let's hit it and let's see what will happen. I'm a bit curious myself as well. Ah, god damn it. I think it's the wrong loading screen, but to be honest, it's not really that bad. Gonna skip through this stuff. Well, at least it saved it here rather than the previous time when it saved it God knows where. So we're just gonna skip the tutorial. And actually, as you can see, the models themselves looks very good already, so... The cutscenes are locked to 30 frames though, so if you see 28, well, that's just the way it is. Nothing I can do about it. And here we're gonna lose the Czech or Siri somewhere else. And this is where the actual game begins. Well, the old guy's hair looks like shit anyway. I guess that comes with age, I don't know.
You alright? Had a nightmare. About? Take forever to explain. Dawn, some way off. We've got time.
Yeah, so let's not go through the storyline here. I mean, there's a lot of different choices you can pick. In terms of graphics, it does look good though. But it's time for a bit of combat, because obviously this is the game's tutorial here.
Show me the letter from Yennefer. Stop talking for a minute and give me... We're gonna read it.
Skip, 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 skip.
What's this post? That's private.
I'm not gonna spoil the storyline for those who haven't played it. Looking at the Geralt's hair, even with Nvidia's Hairworks up, it just looks weird, you know, just like... The first attempt, and obviously it's not the studio's fault, it's kinda Nvidia's last edition. The Horseman does look fucking good though. Time to suck at combat. Demon Souls rolls, saves the day. So let's just take a look at this beautiful sunrise. I must say it is not bad at all. The tree branches, stuff like that, kind of looks a bit off-putting. The sound effects of the wind is pretty noticeable. Okay, here we have some distance view. So I'm wondering why we are... Well, apparently the maximum frames this game can squeeze out is 60, at least it's frameworked on 60. Again, this is 2015, and obviously for best experience when you play a game, you don't want variable frame time, so... or frame rate. So let's just look, so if we dip too much below 60.
Because by eating rotten corpses, they prevent epidemics. Did you know they eat the living as well? No. Really upset him too. His theory collapsed.
So the skybox is pretty static, I must say, but that's pretty much expected. I mean, who spends the whole game looking at skies? The overall anti-aliasing is... or anti-aliasing, I mean, I don't even know how to pronounce that name. It's pretty okay, and the tree stuff is kind of 2D though. I mean, you can literally see from this perspective like the treetop. But again, 2015, I have no issues with this. The fog is pretty nice. GPU usage is at 60%, so we're pulling 1.8 gigs of VRAM. So it's not that bad.
The northern realms. Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Eden are no more. Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins the war. Believe that. Gotta believe something. That's what
keeps us going.
So there is a mantle system, which is pretty surprising. And I know that down here are some blue motherfuckers that I definitely need to kill, or at least try, because somehow they always get the best of me. The fuck is that? Since I skipped the tutorial, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Buenos dias, motherfuckers. I don't even know what the fuck exploded, but I'm happy it did. Oh wait, I don't have... Wait. So where was my magical power when I needed it? Huh. That's a bit odd. Anyway, let's take everything. Take a look at the water. So the water is pretty simple. It also doesn't burn. Kinda expected. And it's not really giving any efforts for this GPU. So we're sitting at like 50% usage. 6 gigs of RAM. I mean, this is not bad at all. It still looks pretty nice. Okay. Let's go up and take a look how everything looks away from the blue motherfuckers. Talk peasant. Oh, I will definitely talk with a peasant eventually. I do believe this game is kind of built around it. And so far there's literally nothing really outstanding. Full HD, I think this game has, you know, long surpassed Full HD. We need to kick it up, and I want to see how it looks and feels in 4040p. So far the 60 frames, I would actually be kind of happier a bit more frames. I would say, like, you know, if we were able to squeeze out like 80 or 100. But again, this is not a first person shooter. You don't really need to shoot things, so you don't need that responsiveness. And here we have the Griffin. Or the Griffith, or Graffiti, depends.
It's gone. Yeah. Come on. God, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece. Oh. You'd like a reward, I suppose.
Toss a coin to your witcher.
You don't owe us anything.
Ah, god damn it. Wrong choice.
And they call witches heartless. Say they won't lift a finger without pay. They also say mice are born of rotting straw.
But they are. Everybody knows that.
The trail.
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there. Muddled.
You seek someone? Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that? No.
But?
There's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there. Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram sent you. She'll treat you like family. Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Beast barely grazed me. But sure, use a good rye, nice and cool, you know, straight from the cellar.
Let's go.
Geralt's hair is literally going nuts. Also, I'm not sure if, you know, trying to find a woman in medieval times that smells like lilac and gooseberries is a good idea. trying to find a dark-haired woman with a good butt, well, that would actually narrow stuff down. Considering most of them, the women around are peasants. I mean, I'm not racist against peasants, but, you know, black hair, nice butt, that definitely narrows it down to at least like a city or maybe 2 maximum. Right, either way, so this looks great. The trees look, well, like trees, you know, green and shit, so that is fine. Sky is okay. Ambient occlusion, global illumination is pretty okay. Oh, we have some cadres here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Look at this. This is nicely done. Oh, this is absolutely nicely done. You can literally see like those rays just coming through the trees. This is pretty cool. Anyway, again, 64, 65%. That's not really much. Let's see what we have here. Wait. Fast travel? Ah, I see. Now I wanted to see what this is. Hello, I'm looking for a woman with a good butt. Hello? That's just a piece of bridge. Either way, she might be hiding behind it. You never know. You never know. There is something going on there, I guess. Either way, for full HD, I mean, we're kind of seen enough. It's time to kick up some things with 4040p. And of course I'm gonna start in the same checkpoint. I'm not gonna go through the whole goddamn training again. That's what the manual save is for. So, well, let's see you back in what? I think pretty much now. So here we are, and I really hope that you kind of expected this to happen, that you're gonna end up in the same goddamn menu. Anyway, options first, video second. Let's go for those graphics. And here we are at 4040p. And I'm gonna leave everything the way it is. So hairworks on, anti-analyzing on, whatever it is. Can't really go higher than high, and everything else is on ultra. Post-processing is untouched, well, in terms of, well, HBO plus for ambient occlusion. Probably this is the only reason why we are having some nice sun rays, and obviously the light shafts. Not sure about the chromatic aberration and vignetting, but you know what? Whatever. Let's just keep it for now. Now, let's load the game, otherwise we're gonna end up after the Griffith part, and I know this is basically what I saved, which is literally after we kill the ghouls. Not sure about this one. I don't want to listen to the whole stuff again and killing the ghouls, so let me just start with the manual slot and see how we end up here. Aha, good. So we can skip the whole dialogue thing. So, how things are looking. So GPU usage is finally up to 83%. And we're still rocking 60 frames. Let's take a look at the sky, and this actually looks good. The Geralt is absolutely unimpressed, same as me, but hey, you know, we kinda need to keep this professional. I don't know, because it probably is. You know, she kind of have a thing for birds and black skulls. Anyway, Roach.
The sorcerer I knew couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Because you can brew potions from their blood.
Yeah, you know what? I don't want to listen to all their talking. I mean, we're literally gonna be listening to it all the time. So, voice volume, good night. I'll leave the effects, and master volume will go down as well. Perfect. So now we can pay attention to the actual graphics, and in 4040p I must say everything is pretty not bad. I must say the game only got a bit better due to this extra resolution squeezed in. Well, I still see the jag lines in the distance, but I think that's kind of expected. Also, GPU usage 80%. I think we will not have any issues running this game on 4K. But I'm not sure the hairworks will not need to go, because they are basically killing this game. And that's been so many times mentioned in the forums and stuff like that. when I was actually just reading through certain paragraphs of what, you know, how to play games in general. So here we are, let's go visit the guys who is basically blue and angry. That's the name, motherfuckers. But I'm prepared. Professional slide. Oh, there they are. Let's take this monster sword out. Hey, remember me, motherfuckers? What? Oh shit, I need to get the fuck away from those barrels. Wait, that was pretty sweet. Why can't I use my magic when I need it? Ah, that's convenient. And look, the way how the blood is spreading out. Evenly. Even if for a short moment, that actually looked good. Nice. Anyway, I must say the 4040p kind of actually, you know, gets the vibe. It's really good looking. I know it's just a skybox, but if this, you can see the global illumination, like the rays, the sun rays touching this plant, the shadows, this is not bad at all. Huh. No wonder this game is still called as one of the best looking games out there, and people are replaying this with great sentiment. And where's my horse that's supposed to teleport from whichever corner of the earth? Oh, there it is. Hello. Well, as long as I'm seeing magic number 60 being 60, I'm okay. And since 1080 Ti is not exactly the 4K card you would expect, for unless it's very selected titles that can actually run on 4K, I'm not even gonna be disappointed. So we'll take a look. It does look good though. At least for the sky itself. There is a bit more detail on his face, but I'm not sure if that's for extra pixels or just overall quality. It does look crisper comparing to Full HD. And here we see a griffin taking his meal as a takeaway. Anyway, Geralt's still not impressed. Vesmer's fucked. And what else is new? Let's take a look how the peasant looks like. Well, his hair is a bit different though. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to details, you can literally see all this leather armor. The metal is actually literally just like shining because of the sun hits it. Of course, it's not, again, it's not ray tracing. It wasn't even that was a pipe dream back in the day. But the handle of the sword, you can literally see when the sun hits it, it actually blinds you a bit. So, to be completely fair, this is pretty nice little details that the devs have done. Yeah, I must say I can see why people like this game and they say it looks good. And again, every time I've gotten to this part, I basically go just up to this guy's tavern and I just give up because it's just so much walking. So, I don't know. I might actually do it once, but damn. I kind of feel if I would start this, it would turn out exactly as it did with Odyssey, and that was like a speed run. That wasn't like even exploring much. So, if Witcher is anything like that, oh my goodness. Hey, there's some animals in the background just chilling. And I don't think this is like an in-game actual cutscene. I think that's might be actual enemies. Animals there. Enemies, animals. Anyway, let's skip all this stuff and let's take a look. I wanna see if there is actually any animals here, or was that an in-game cutscene? No, we have animals here. Look at this. Yeah. You know what, game companies? I would tell you, learn from Witcher how you should make non-intrusive game cinematic cutscenes. And this looks nice. Look at this. I'm gonna pick some flowers and enjoy the sunset or sunrise. It's kind of hard to say which one is it. Ah, apparently it's sunrise. 5:17. Oh my goodness, I would be asleep actually. He's already just chopping up monsters at this point. Must be cool to be a Witcher though. Let's look for the sun rays. Yep, it's there, and they're looking even better than before. I'm not kidding. You can literally see the separation between the black, like the line between where it hits the tree. Much more noticeable now. And we're still being at 60 frames. No dips, nothing. Let's play around with the sword. Test my amazing skills. The fire effect looks cool. Oh, and now I have my unlimited magic that I couldn't use against the blue motherfuckers. Can I chop wood? Yeah, well, happens. Anyway, I think that's enough for one day of 4040p. I think it's finally time for us to go and check out the 4K so we can draw a conclusion. So here we are after a game restart. Let's take a look at the options, just for my own knowledge obviously. Go for graphics. Here we are, resolution is on 4K, full screen. And here's the thing, maximum frames per second is 60, so I can't actually max this out. Vertical sync is off, so I would expect to at least get the actual frames above 60. But I think that, again, the game is frame locked to 60, so this is not bad. I'm not entirely sure if the displays back in 2015, which is just 5 years shy, wouldn't be more than 60. I'm pretty sure there was some gaming monitors out there already with 140, but I might just be completely crazy at this point, so don't take it for real. Preserve system gamma, whatever that means, is off, but it's always been off. Everything is on ultra. I can't really do anything. And Hairworks, I'm gonna leave it on for now. We might revisit this particular setting. I want to test what happens at 4K. Everything else is ultra, obviously. Post-processing is, well, as it is. HBO, sharpening on high, and, well, even the unnecessary things. So, let's go back, load up the game to the actual manual save where we were, and I want to see what's gonna happen. I'm very curious what's gonna happen. The loading screen is pretty nice, I must say. This kind of hand-drawn concept art of, you know, what this is how it looks before you put it in a game. Obviously some cutscenes and stuff. And we have 4850 frames. The game looks goddamn nice. Now, this is the thing that I was talking about. Now, if I go out, I wanna see what's gonna happen. I really hope that this is not gonna kill the game. Like that I will not have to, you know, restart it or something. That would be very, very unfortunate. I'm only gonna turn off the Hairworks. Will it ask me if I wanna? It does not. And we instantly are at 57 frames. That is 7 frame difference on 4K. I mean, this is not FPS hunting. I mean, everything else is maxed out. So turning off this and not looking at the numbers, I would say it's pretty decent. We're actually at 58, 57. GPU usage is at 99. And in 4K, this game actually pulls 3.9 gigs of video memory. This is not much at all. If you remember my previous videos, when I'm actually testing games in 4K, the new titles are just hungry as fuck. Crisis. Even on Full HD, it hogs 8 gigs just because. Well, I'm talking about the Crysis Remastered. But anyway, that is pretty good indication of how everything is. So let's just have a nice ride here and take a look. And this actually, I must admit, this looks better than on Full HD. There's no doubt about it. Absolutely stunning. And considering that you can play this game on 4K, god damn, that is not bad at all. The annoying lines are still there, at least for that house ruins, or I do believe that's like a castle or some shit in a distance. Or whatever that is. We might actually visit that place. Well, the trees still look like trees, green and shit, but anyway, the overall feel, I wouldn't say that we're playing on 57 frames. And considering this game is frame locked on 60, I don't think that that actually matters that much. So, I think it's time to actually go for the blue motherfuckers and actually ask them, can you kill my frames just because I'm swinging my sword and burning you into a crisp? I think that will be a pretty good test, right? Even if you do not agree, I agree with myself, and end of the day, that's kind of all that matters. For the most part. So, let's just safely slide down here. A ninja roll. Here they are. They know I'm coming for them. Buenos dias, motherfuckers. And I'm just gonna keep an eye on frames. We're getting 54, 55, 54. Oh my god, chopping up this blue cunts at 4K with 55 frames is actually pretty nice. Even that looked good. Okay, I'm gonna just loot a bit. Like, this chest looks like a good... Oh! Vicovaro Blade, common item. Whatever that is. Anyway. Water, I forgot. My old nemesis. Well, we don't actually drop too much. It's 55 or something. The trees are still moving because they're trees, and if you're a tree, what else are you gonna do but just move around a little? The skybox still looks nice. Hey, wait, can we swim? Well, hold up, we can swim! Go, my man! Witcher style speedboat. Ah! You've reached the world's edge. None but the devils play there? Turn back. Ah. Okay, you want to keep me in my tutorial mode. Cool. So, well, I mean, I haven't actually discovered shit, so I do believe this is like the very small area, because this is like where we supposedly will go after we meet the guy with a Griffith here, so you kind of ride into the town. And, wait, the fuck? Hold up. How did I go to the bottom there? Doesn't matter. The sound effects for running around in wet clothes is actually done on point as well. Where's my trustworthy roach? Stop crying, peasant. No, honestly, where's my horse? I know there's a movie, Dude, Where's My Car? Can I make a movie, Vesemir, Where's My Horse? Ah, I think it's stuck. Oh man, come on. I feel like a tourist in New York. You just like, you try to whistle for a cab and nobody knows what the fuck you're trying to do. Because that only works in the movies though. Anyway. Damn, this looks nice. This is nice. Getting tongue twisted here. Oh, for fuck's sake, that is blinding. Can't see shit, Geralt, don't go. So if you feel a bit weird that there's no sound, this is an exclusive example. How would the world sound to Geralt if he was deaf? So to be honest, this is for free. This is all quality content right here. And actually, even this Well, it is still pre-rendered cutscene though. It's not even dropping below 50. That's pretty impressive for a 4K resolution. I'm looking at you, Crysis Remastered. Take out your notebook and just take some notes on how to optimize games. Yeah, Vesemir's fucked. For the 3rd time today. Okay, can we skip this? Yes, we can. Provided you got lucky. Uh-huh. Okay, at which point can I tell them that I want some coin? Ah, shit. God damn it. I wanted some coin. So, the model itself, like this guy, I mean, it doesn't really look that much different from 4040p. I'm kind of waiting for sun to shine on Vesemir's sword handle, but it does look very reflective though. There is pretty nice shine to it. And even without the hair works, Geralt's hair is actually pretty on point. I would say it actually is better with hair works off than on. Also, we gained extra 7 frames, so to be completely fair, 7 frames for 4K, that's a win. I wonder how much, well, obviously a 2080 Ti or 3080 would just chew this game up in 4K, no issues whatsoever. However, 1080 Ti is quite literally on its butt. Because this is some impressive performance, but it's also pretty impressive game optimization. Look at this. How can you not love this? God damn, look at the sun shining through. In 4K, it's actually goddamn amazing. Also, it blinds you the fuck, but I mean, it's a small price to pay. The fire looks a bit better. I wonder if I can make a bushfire. Not really. But again, we're pacifists. We just don't like some blue motherfuckers lurking near the water. But so far, I must say, this is not only very playable, it's actually incredibly well playable on 4K. Everything maxed out, just turn off the hairworks and you're actually set for your adventures. For 200 plus hours, obviously, because this game is just fucking long. But that's not an issue. I believe the people who play this game and they keep replaying it and they keep doing things with it, that it's pretty good. You know, it's an interesting title. And if you have a beautiful world that you can explore, go wherever you want, and chop up whoever you want, I mean, isn't that what we always wanted? I mean, this is not bad at all. So anyway, this actually will wrap up my test of The Witcher 3 and all these resolutions. Leave a comment if you have anything to say. If you don't, leave a like, a subscribe, or don't. I mean, who am I to tell you what to do with your life? And yeah, I'll see you in the next title. Thanks for watching, and hey, as always, stay classy.